Welcome back to the channel. We are back out in the gun room again today for another accessory review. So Sigmund company reached out wanting to know if we wanted to take a look at one of their night vision binocular setups. So this is the CVPRO. Again, this is a binocular style of unit, not a scope. So something a little bit different. So I thought we would check one of these out and just kind of see what it's all about. But wanted to go over all the specifications with you. We'll get some footage of the usage behind this unit, and then we'll get some final thoughts on this. But this is an IR illuminated unit. They do say that it is a full capture 4K video, audio, 52 megapixel still shots, and it comes integrated with a Sony CMOS sensor. So it should be good to go as far as that goes. Does have 8 times digital zoom. We've got 8 adjustment levels during the day, and comes with a 3-inch screen. Now they do say there is 4 levels of illumination in the IR. Oh, so it's kind of like a flip-up case. So the case that it comes in is kind of like I don't know if it's like a hard foam maybe, but it's pretty nice. So the unit's fairly good sized. Here are the accessories it comes with. So your charging cable. This does include a Type-C interface. And let's see, get this out. I think that's a cleaning cloth. But here's what we're concerned about is this one here. So let's take a look. It's definitely packed in there tight, so you shouldn't have any issues with shipping. But there is the screen, so pretty generous screen really. And there is the unit itself. So you do have IR illumination, built-in IR illumination, but you also have a built-in flashlight. I'm not really sure why you would really need that on your night vision setup, but it is there if you do need it. We've got a temperature scale on the bottom. That's kind of wild. Let's see here. You do have a lot of functionality with this. So you can do, you can record the 4K video. You can capture still shot photos. It does have the flashlight feature, and it also has an album playback. So that's pretty nice too. Now, let's take a look. Now, they do say that this has a storage capacity of 512 gig. Now, to my understanding, I don't believe you can remove the battery. So here is the interface for the micro SD as well as the Type-C port. So I like how it seals that off really, really well. Now this does not have a removable battery like I mentioned, so that's kind of a downside for me. I wish these units did have that, because if something ever went wrong with the battery, these are pretty much, there's nothing you can do with it at that point. So, but we're going to get some shots through this thing at night, see how it does, and then we'll get some final thoughts on the bench. Okay, so I wanted to come back here first and get you guys some daytime footage through our CVPRO night vision camera. So taking a look at the range here, we can see all the way back there to 210 yards. Let me go ahead and try the digital zoom here for you all. You see that. Now, one thing to keep in mind, I'll mention again, but once you get into that digital zoom, the higher you get, the less clear it's going to be. So that's going to be about it for the digital zoom. But you do have it if it's there. But overall, in standard recording without the magnification, it's not bad. Colors are pretty crisp. No bleed over on the screen that I can see. Color detail is pretty good. You can definitely tell the different browns from the greens, which I've noticed with some cheaper cameras back here at the hide, sometimes that's harder to do. So that tells me that the sensor that they're using is pretty good. But just some quick video during the day. But we'll wait till it gets a little bit darker back here. Try it again at night. All right, guys, I just walked back here to the hide to check out the night vision capability of our Sigmund night vision binoculars, and it just so happens we have stumbled upon some deer here at the hide. So that's about 80 yards from where I'm standing. And let me try to zoom in and use the zoom feature. Hopefully that comes through on the camera, but we're looking at about 3 magnification, 3 power, and you can see the eyes plain as day there. Let's see if I can hold this a little more steady, but they are grazing there in the woods next to some trees right there. extremely cool video. Did not expect to catch that. But let's see what it looks like if we go in a little bit further. Now granted, if you go into more of that digital magnification, you're going to get more of a grainy shot. But about 3 power, that's not too bad. You can clean it up with the focus ring on the front of the binoculars, so not too bad. Let's go ahead and back this back out. And we do have a few different night vision modes. We've got 4 modes, so we're on 3 right now. And there's 4. Still fairly able to pick those up. I'd say 2 and 3 are probably my most favorite modes with this unit. So definitely cool. Let's walk a little bit further over here and see if we can actually get on the range itself. And I'll let you guys see down the rifle range, and we'll see how far we can look. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the highest IR setting, number 4. Actually not bad. Oh, here's something running around over there again. Probably them deer, I bet. Yep, they're still over there. It's pretty cool. You can definitely make them out, no question about it, guys. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Now, let's get back on the bench, and let's get some final thoughts on our CVPRO night vision binoculars. All right, so back on the bench, some final thoughts with our CVPRO night vision binos. So just some points of interest on this now that I've gotten to use it a little bit. It works very well. It does exactly what it says it will do, and I would even argue maybe even then some. The video clarity is pretty dang good. For this price point, actually pretty impressed. I've had a few night vision accessories, we'll say, that have not performed as well as this, but have been more money. So take that with a grain of salt. But just to kind of go over a few things, now that I have gotten to use it and play with it, the button interface is really easy to use. I mean, you've got 6 buttons, and they all kind of do multi-function things. But like your power button here, you're going to hold this on for a few seconds to turn it on and off. Your menu button, if you hold this down for a few seconds, it will pop your menu up in the screen, which we'll take a look at in a minute. Your plus and minus here for your digital zoom. You got your button for your night vision to turn it on. And while the night vision is on, you cycle through this and it will go through your 4 levels of IR. Your OK button, as you would expect, it's kind of like an enter button. You have the backlit light on and off, which makes all these buttons here light up during the dark. Flashlight and then strobe. And I'll have to admit, I kind of like the flashlight on there a little bit more than I originally anticipated. Really didn't know what it was for, but honestly, it's kind of handy if you're out at night and you don't have an auxiliary flashlight. You got one already built into the unit if you're traipsing around out in the dark. So that's kind of a good feature. It doesn't have a very big throw, but it is usable. But here is the actual screen, and let me kind of move the camera up here. I want to go through. So like on your menu, if you hold the menu down, that comes up, and then there we go. And let's see if I can get my camera to focus on it. There we go. You can toggle, through all of the different functions, and it will allow you, to change different parameters, and then hit your OK in the middle like that. Or you can toggle through the different menu selections. So your recording, your audio, resolution, image size for your still photos, auto on and off. A whole host of different parameters that you can mess with. Format, language, frequency, the beep sound, so how loud it's beeping. So you do get a little bit of usability here, but that's the actual screen that you're looking through while you're using the unit. It's pretty intuitive. You can see up here in the upper left, it lets you know that your audio recording, you have an SD card in, and you're in record video mode. 4K, and then I do have it in loop so we can take some longer videos. but it is not wanting to stay focused. Your date and time stamp, and then your battery indicator all the way over here at the bottom right. But so there was a couple of things just to kind of be mindful of, and I'm sure you guys seen it in the video, but this does not have a built-in stabilization to it. So if you're wanting full stabilized video or pictures, you're going to probably have to put it on a tripod. It does have a 1/4-20 boss on the bottom for you to do that, so that's pretty nice. I wish it come with some sort of a case. So that little box in there that I thought might have been a carry case, it was actually the shoulder or the neck strap, which is pretty nice, very padded, very comfortable. But I wish it had kind of like a little bag or something to keep it in, because the box that it comes in is very large. So to kind of stow that away, that might be a little bit inconvenient. And a little carry bag, felt bag, definitely would not add much to the cost. And you do have this little thing here that kind of slides in there, and it does not stay on very well. I mean, it falls right off. I wish they would do something with that to kind of keep that retained a little bit better. Now, the overall weight of this, it's a beefy unit, believe it or not. It does have a little bit of weight to it. So if you were out in the field for any length of time, you know, it could make your neck hurt, I guess. But you're looking at 2 pounds, 3 ounces. So a little bit of weight to it, but I think it's built really, really well. Very robust, and it's super easy to use. That is one of the best things about some of this newer style technologies that are coming out. You don't need an engineering degree to use it. A few buttons, get it to do what it's going to do, and then you're good to go. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'll have all the info on this over on the campsite page. If that's something you guys think you might be interested in, feel free to check that out. And as always, shoot straight. Later.